Most people think weakness is something you're born with. They think strong people are simply different, smarter, luckier, more talented. But that's not true. Weakness is rarely a lack of ability. It's usually a pattern of choices repeated every day until they become a lifestyle. And the worst part? Most people never realize they're trapped in that pattern. They spend years wondering why nothing changes, while repeating the same behaviors that keep them exactly where they are. Here are 5 reasons why weak people stay weak. First, they choose comfort over growth. Comfort feels good. That's why it's so dangerous. Every day, life gives us a choice. Choose what is easy, or choose what helps us grow. Most people choose easy. They avoid difficult conversations. They avoid challenges. They avoid learning new skills. They avoid situations where they might fail. At first, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but small choices compound over time. One day becomes 1 week. 1 week becomes 1 year. And before they know it, they're living the same life they were living years ago. Growth begins where comfort ends. If you're always comfortable, you're probably not growing. Second, they blame everything except themselves. Weak people always have an explanation. The economy, their boss, their family, their friends, their bad luck. There is always something or someone else responsible for their situation. Now, life isn't always fair. Some people genuinely start with disadvantages. But strong people understand something important. You can't control everything that happens to you. You can only control how you respond. The moment you stop blaming others and start taking responsibility, your life begins to change. Responsibility is not a punishment, it's power. Because when you take responsibility, you also take control. And control is where growth begins. Third, they need constant validation. Many people are controlled by something they rarely admit: the need for approval. They worry about what others think. They change their opinions to fit in. They hide their true thoughts. They chase acceptance even when it costs them their authenticity. Think about it. How many dreams have been abandoned because someone was afraid of looking foolish? How many opportunities have been missed because someone feared criticism? The desire to be liked is natural. But when approval becomes a necessity, it becomes a weakness. The strongest people are not those who are loved by everyone. They are the people who can stay true to themselves even when others disagree. 4. They avoid responsibility. Responsibility is heavy. That's why many people run from it. They want success without effort, respect without discipline, results without sacrifice. But life doesn't work that way. Every responsibility you avoid makes you weaker. Every responsibility you accept makes you stronger. Confidence doesn't appear out of nowhere. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. It comes from facing problems instead of avoiding them. It comes from carrying weight that others refuse to carry. The more responsibility you take, the more capable you become, and capability creates confidence. And 5. They wait for motivation. This is one of the biggest traps of all. Weak people wait until they feel motivated. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect time, the perfect opportunity. But motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll feel motivated, many days you won't. If your actions depend on motivation, your progress will always be inconsistent. Strong people understand this. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. They do the work even when they don't feel like it. They keep moving even when it's difficult. Because they know that success belongs to those who act consistently, not those who feel inspired occasionally. Discipline is what carries you when motivation disappears. The truth is, weakness isn't permanent. Nobody is born mentally strong. Strength is built. It's built every time you choose growth over comfort, responsibility over excuses, authenticity over approval, discipline over motivation. The difference between a strong person and a weak person is not talent. It's the choices they make when nobody is watching. So ask yourself, which choices are you making today? Because the life you have tomorrow is being created by the decisions you make right now.